Oh, there you go. Got him. Alright, g'day guys. This is the back end of the video. I've been down the creek for about, hour and a half. Just be patient with me with this video. Watch the start, watch it through, because it's one of those videos where I'm trying to show you how to read this water. Like, how do I know if there's fish in it or not? Alright, today we're going to start with that. Doesn't mean I'm going to finish with it or even stick with it. That's our starting lure. It's an eagle claw hook. It's just called a straight shank worm hook, and it has two little keeper barbs. So when that goes in there, it grabs and holds. So I'm just going to load it up with this first. Maybe put a stinger off this, but it'll work out as a really good speculator. The hook point's going up like that, so when it flops about, if they grab it deep, you've got him. Gotta love that, eh? They're even providing us with a toilet. These are no good spot to make a deer blind. Look at them all. Probably bump them when I come in here. There's signs of deer everywhere in here. Let's have a look at the creek. It's green. I'm keen. Not the cleanest. That'll do. Kingfisher. That's a good sign. I think as a fisherman it's really important to know when to call it. I thought I was going to have one of those explosive days up here, and this water just looks like it's a carp feeding there. So I might just use this hole, just run some basic lures through, a couple of spinners and things, and just see what happens. See if I can draw fish in, because I sort of believe they're here. Oops, it's just those like little pockets like that. Thinking you do that, you're going to go rip across and it's just going to go boom, like smoke. Well, that's just not happening. That's why I come here. Oh, was that? I think that might have been a little bass. I was thinking about my next shot and then I'd seen it shoot through. So there you go. So he would have been up for a little spinner or something. Brand new water pistol. Ooh, 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 ooh. Plastic. Signs, like there's a big old eel there. There's carp about. He's a big one, that eel. Not scared of me at all. I've had one little draw on this lure. I guess about 4 foot long, probably about 3 foot long. Oh, jeez. What are you doing, Aaron? So I'm not going to go any further. I mean, I've been going for a good half an hour now for one tiny strike. So I'm either passing fish or there's no fish here. So what's the point? I think it's I think I'm passing fish, is what I truly think. Alright, we're stopping here. I'm gonna just keep switching all the way back, backtrack my way back, and just see if we can. Now the goal's get a bass, and then we'll get out of here. A challenge is a challenge, so yeah, I'm going to try my hardest, to be successful right now. Hear that? That's a frog, and he's living in there, and he's safe until we get rain, and then when we get rain, that little tail creek there becomes a refuge for bass, and they eat. Alright, I'll just put on the whopper plopper because I love this lure. It's simple as that. It's just, I get a little rush every time I catch one on it, so let's just try it first. I mean, this is some awesome looking water. One out wide first. I'm just thinking that chop chop noise might trigger them up. Oh, there you go. Got him. Ha! Game on. Now, there you go. I worked a lure that I know works down this creek really well, and I got one little tiny flash of it. That's just the very first cast of the whopper plopper, and he's caught me a bass instantly. Instantly. Awesome. Just such a great lure. Once again, look, middle treble every time. Don't even think about it, mate. Hey, 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 come on. I don't even know why I have the back treble on that, because they all come up and hit it on the side. And he just drew it at my feet, as you've seen. And little figure 8, gone. Just like a little tiny muskie. Now it's probably worth me not leaving, staying and fishing the creek properly. I love it when they do that. Oh, little chatterbait. See if there is fish in here, opposites. This should do the damage. They should come out everywhere. Oh, I don't know if that was a hit. Yep, see? So we've sort of worked out from that first half hour of fishing that they didn't want surface lures. So I've stopped. I thought, well, there's no point keep working the river the way I'm going. I stopped and I went for some switches. Straight away I went for a reaction lure with that whopper plopper, because I thought if anything is here, they'll, you know, there's half a chance of triggering a good one up straight away. But that was what, 1-2 casts, and I got that little one. So as we work back, it'll be interesting to see what we fished over, because I've worked it hard. I just went up and down here with a whopper plopper as well. So let's just see how we go. We'll walk our way up from here. In this video, I'm going to try and edit it in a way where you see how I've sort of worked that little Berkeley rubber down. I was just after a reaction, something to come up and show, just to see if there's fish here. You'll also see a couple of times I noticed little kingfisher birds in here. A big eel was in here, and I got that one tiny flash at the Berkeley lure. And I've worked all this water down to here, stopped, done 2 switches for 2 fish. So that's part of the that's the love and passion of lure fishing, is these fish aren't stupid. You need to trick them. You need to trick them over and over and over. And each day, each condition, they'll feed on a different way. Sometimes they're not even hungry, it's just out of aggression. Other times they're starving, but they particularly want one type of animal to eat. So anyway, I hope that comes through in the video, and I hope you enjoy these videos, because this is what I love to do. Another sign that there should be bass here. Cicadas. Yeah, the best sign that I had that told me there was fish in this creek today was the little kingfisher birds. Just knowing that they're there, you know that they're working with the fish. So that's sort of why I stuck with it to catch a fish. Now I'm just been walking out. But I just wanted this to be like a little video, fishing tip video, you know, what to look for when you do go lure fishing. If they're fully active, they'd be just sitting there, taking anything that swims through. If they're not, they're in a real mood. Partly because of the water, but I think partly the conditions of the day, the barometer's dropped and they're probably already fed. Still, it's always a success when you can nut them out though. What? There's one. Yeah. Oh, good fish. Good bass. Like that. And now what I've done, I took off the chatterbait and I put on an atomic paddle tail, 2-inch paddle tail. They call it a nail bomb. Oh, he's a fatty, this one. But it's just a worm hook, and I'll put an extra ball sinker on it to give it that extra weight. And then as you've seen, he's just come up and smashed it. But the whole idea of this video today was, how do you know if there's fish in your creek? Geez, he's a fatty, this one. He's a really nice bass. And I wanted to show it by fishing through an area with a lure that works, by the way, like draws fish. Didn't draw any of these fish coming down. And now hey cows, a good cover shot. Now I've worked my way. There you go, big stretch. Worked my way back, and as you can see, I'm catching fish. So there you have it, guys. Thank you again for watching. I'm going to keep fishing. I just wanted to show you different ways. And then with this, what I just caught that fish with, hold on, I'll re-rig it for you. See, I just pulled it a little bit tight. That's to stretch it out to get that really nice looking straight to it. That's it. It just pops out. The hook pops out the rubber and the fish is on. And you can see, if I threw that chatterbait I was using into that, I probably would have got snagged. So by putting the unweighted on, I can slow it down, let it just roll down with the current. And he was on. He was on like Donkey Kong. That was fun. The combination of lures is just to cover all the bass's mood swings. You know, like they'll go from eating herring and mullet to eating microscopic fish and tiny little insects. So it's just to cover all their mood swings, because they'll eat anything at any given time. And then you got to allow for the barometer and the weather conditions and the weather patterns as to what they're really going to do as well. So you have to calculate all that into the equation, and then you have to work through your different structures. And when you cover your different structures, like I'm in what we call the skinnies now. This is the skinny water, fast water. Got lots of logs and snags from the hide behind. When normally in the bigger water I look for just a calm eddy. Here, it can be anywhere. Come here. See, this is the last bit I want to emphasise, is now it's become easy because I've gone through my lures. As you can see, they must be running a little bit of treatment water down because I've got that greener look about the water instead of the muddy brown. And so if it keeps going like this, in another hour or so I'll probably get them on surface. Oh, ouch, got me, little bugger. How good's that, hey? I was going to walk out. I was going to leave this spot. Just taking the head off that, off the rubber, because it's pretty clogged out. Yeah, I was going to go and leave this spot and go somewhere else. And then I had to sort of think about it as a fisherman, read the signs. That kingfisher really was the gotcha point for me, because when I see them, I just know there's bass here. But the other signs were showing that there was no bass here because the water was muddy. It was horrible. It was like, how are they going to feed in it? And now just teabagging around logs with this, I'm catching all these beautiful bass. It's got easy. Little tiny guys. This one is. The last one was alright. And if you don't fish weedless at all, it's something you should try, because I probably wouldn't have got these results without switching to this at the end. I sort of had it in my mind all day that once I nutted them I was going to come back and get them like this. But yeah, I was just 3 fish in 3 minutes, just lobbing these little guys into the pus. Be good if I get a real big one through here. Oh, look at the eel. See, there's another eel too, so that's a great sign. I've got 2 eels in here. Today I've seen 2 eels, so they're all the things that I need for a healthy look. Oh, just got him. Oh, now he's over there. Jeez. Don't know if he's still on, but I had him. I think I'm snagged. We're here. There's my lure. So I didn't get the fish, but I'm hoping you guys got the idea. My camera's clean. And walking through that many spider webs and stuff, it's hard to know whether you're looking at a decent screen or not. Yep. Oh. Yep. There's one. Hey, good one, that one. Yeah, mate. I love this. We got a clean screen? Probably not. Oh. Oh, he'll spit that hook out. What a bummer. But this little cameo I've just had is, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish in 30 yards. Nutted it, worked it all out, cracked the pattern. I've got to find my bag. That's a bummer, that, because oh, I'll just re-rig. I just sat here and did my intro, right? Stood up, and a black snake basically right beside me. He just dropped in the water there then. He was sitting beside me the whole time, I didn't even know. There it is. My coconut. I'm going to put him back in the river. Look at the spiders all over me. I hope you make it to the ocean. If you're ever wondering about getting on sites like this with workers around, just say hello to them. Simple as that. I don't film them, but I just, as I walk past, just g'day mate, how you going? That's all it takes. And you can come in to these spots and you don't get hassled. Run away from anyone, they'll get you. Especially around river. Alright, guys, tell me, why is he doing that? They'd have to be stolen, wouldn't they? It's all off a Subaru. The radiator, the exhaust systems, the pipes. All looks stainless steel too. And then there's all these smashed up bottles of champagne. The lids open, still on them. Everywhere. Hundreds of them all the way through here. There's these smashed up bottles.